I'm a planned high school parent, and my daughter went from 1270 to 1400 SAT score in 10 weeks.
So, what were you first worried about before starting SAT prep?
My main thing for her was to really have some structure when studying for the test, having kind of an ability to go through all the different steps and learn the process because you can have the knowledge but not know how to really approach the test. Sometimes that hurts you and I think that was the main thing.
Was there a target score for Kira?
The main goal for us, my wife and I, would be really just that she would qualify for Bright Futures. I think we didn't really discuss. I think she's got higher goals for herself than what we set for her, but testing is individual, right? You can be a very good student, but just not really great at testing, and sometimes that's what you need. You need a little push, kind of getting past that.
Is there anything that made you hesitate with working with us specifically for tutoring?
Not really. I mean, I think you guys have been very professional. It was a recommendation by Kira's teacher that really made it easy decision for us. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it was great because it was very structured and it was laid out perfectly in terms of what the expectations were to participate in the program. So no hesitation, really.
What felt the hardest about the SAT before we got started?
I would definitely say like the math because before we started talking about strategies, it was kind of just me doing it like all on paper and trying to rush through it. And then my timing wasn't very good, so I would like miss a bunch of questions, which I then learned like easy points that I could get during with like specific like methods.
What didn't you believe would happen when you got started?
Again, I definitely didn't think I would do as well on the math. Just because I've always done better on the reading, like in the past PSATs. Also, those longer questions, like usually I wasn't able to like understand them really, because it's just get like very, it'd be like a very dense paragraph. But after the tutoring, it was like I could kind of block out like the certain things that I didn't need to look at. And it was more so of like, this is what you should be looking for, and like, this is how you can get to your answer quicker.
Was there anything that happened in the first few weeks that convinced you was working?
I think that probably when we did one of the like practice SATs, it might have been like the second one where like after we had started like learning some of the strategies after the baseline, I kind of got through it faster and it didn't feel as hard or like as kind of as a normal standardized test would.
Having conversations with her and how she was feeling about the course and the progression, I think it made it even more convincing that this was going to work well.
So, what's happened after the fact? What were the positives after receiving that score?
Just having the confidence that she'll be okay in terms of like one thing out of the way, right? And she took the test early, a whole year early, so it just opens up options in terms of what to focus on and maybe remove some of the worry that you have.
What sports and clubs are you a part of? And then what made this tutoring doable as you were participating in them?
So I'm on the high school swim team, but as I was doing the tutoring, I was playing water polo, 5 days a week. What made this, me playing sports and also having the tutoring at the same time, you guys were pretty good with working on like which days are you most available and would you prefer to do it from home or would you rather come in? It's pretty flexible based on whatever people need.
What would you tell a friend about us?
I'd say the program is really good, especially for understanding those like tricks on how to do the SAT, because I feel like from what I've heard about some like other tutoring, they will like sit you down and they'll make you, especially on the math, work out all the problems and tell you this is how to get the right answer. Whereas with you guys, I have to tell like my friends like, oh, there's not enough time for that. Like um, I'd say I really helped me with my timing, especially, and I think that was like I felt super like quick with everything once I took the SAT after the program.
Is there anything else that we did well that you want to share to other students?
it was really interactive. Like it wasn't just, okay, this is the question, this is the right answer, now let's move on to this is how you do this is the right answer. It was more so like getting us involved and kind of holding us like accountable for the answers, and if we got it wrong we'd discuss it, and it's kind of like getting to the root of like why something was happening. And also like instead of being like a robot and being like, okay, SAT and then go, like you also were pretty good at like getting to know us on like a personal level, which made it probably more enjoyable than like other SAT courses would be.
What would you tell a parent who's on the fence about us?
There's lots of different options, obviously. There's different companies that exist that do this. From professionalism and convenience, I think this is a great course and I would recommend it.
Is there anything else that we did well that you want to tell me or other parents?
I think you kept in touch and communicate with me and throughout the process to kind of lay out what the expected situation was for, you know, when the next class would be, when she's going to take the exam and whether she's ready to take the exam. I think I may have asked you throughout the program if she's ready, if she's doing well, and if she's on target, and you confirm, you know, throughout the process. So I think that really helped.